Good day, everyone. Welcome back here to No One Made Mention of This, brought to you by your host here, Kiva. And today we'll be interviewing our fresh boy,
Salut, salut.
also known as
Ted.
the Fly Boy Tet. Thank you very much for coming here. And we'll also be having our regular moderator here, the punctuality guy that came late the last time. I think he almost came late today again. Boy, I had to force him. So his name is?
Tasmatitotahiti.
Thank you guys. I really appreciate your effort in trying to pulling up to this place today. Thank you. And the first question, because this is just technically or basically or literally an interview about Tet. It's going to give us some insight about what it's all about, what makes Tet Tet. It's literally the freshest guy in his class. Moreover, still also our one and only social media manager, and no one made mention of this. So the first question will be, what does it feel like to be here today, Tet?
Thank you for having me. I'm not gonna lie, I've been listening to you guys' podcast for a while. It's nice you guys being, putting me on the spot because I've been wanting to be interviewed my whole life. I feel like a celebrity now a little bit, but it is what it is. So it's nice being here. Actually, thank you very much.
That was a very good response. Thank you very much. Another question would be, was it very challenging? Deciding if there was need to show up here today. Like, did you find it challenging to decide whether you'd want to feature on the interview?
No, actually, no. Like I said earlier, all my life I've been wanting to be interviewed, So and you being my, close friend, I want to do things to push your things forward. So finding it difficult to be here would be something I have to feel free being here because it's you, my guy. If it were someone else, I'd be like, nah, I don't know what's going on because it's you. I trust you fully. So it's easy, nothing hard.
Thank you very much for trusting me. And thank you very much for considering me as your guy. So, Ted, let's not just jump to the straight questions. We have to ask you about how school is going, actually. So just give us little info about how school is going for you right now.
Okay, well, from the last podcast I listened to from you guys, you said you don't like when people say Alhamdulillah, but still I'm going to say Alhamdulillah. But crazy enough, school is going well. I won't lie, it's getting a little bit hard because the point where we are now, my level passé, it's the beginning of the hot things, you get me? So basically, every day, most days, we normally finish school by 1, but these days we finish 6. So it's a little bit tiring. You come back, you are really tired. You don't even have time for some things you plan to do. Well, overall, school is getting hard, as of now, but we keep pushing. Now we have tests, more than 6 tests in this December. So it's not something easy, actually. I won't lie. So I'm giving it all my best. That's what I have to say.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you very, very much. And aside that, most of us won't even know you are going through the whole thing, having this to say about the way school is going if you didn't tell us, because you always pull up fresh, that's been Ted for you, honestly. Yeah. So before we get going, we'd like to hear a little about yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What you're currently passionate about right now. How do you go about being a medical student and being human, per se? And if you had to describe your life mission in a few sentences, what would it be? That's 3 questions in one.
I feel like we should take it step by step wise because he might not be able to keep everything at once to answer. So the first question, what was the first question?
The first question is what you are currently passionate about right now, something you're actually giving it your all aside medical, or it can even be school.
Okay, you guys now have this business page, Shop with Ted. Yeah, so I won't lie. Yeah, at Instagram, Shop with Ted. So you guys should go check that out. So I really like business. I won't lie, because during that state of coronavirus, that was when I started the whole business thing. So it made me feel I've been left out of the business world. You can actually make a little bit or much profit if you use your, telephones, your cell phones well. I'm really passionate about business, basically. That's all I have to say about being passionate. I don't think there's another thing. Mainly business, That's what it is.
Oh, that's a very brilliant response. Thank you very much. yeah, as you're passionate about your business, you're passionate about making our podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, man. So, how do you feel about being a medical student and being human at the same time? There's always this view medical students tend to like portray to people from the outside about what medical school is all about. But then when you get to speak to one of them that is like very honest about what it's actually all about, you get to understand a little bit more about it, or if you can actually go to the school yourself. So just give us some little insight about that.
Basically, yes, I have to say this. Let me start from the start. In my secondary school, I won't lie, I was low-key good, averagely good, but there were some teachers that believed in me. There were some that didn't. Up to now, there's one teacher. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen his picture in my head. So one teacher was praising me all the time. They just call me Saliu there. They didn't know the T. It was stating it, so they call me Saliu T Saliu. They were like, they trust me. I can do it. Then he turned and said, him? No, he's not sure I can do it. I was like, I said, up till now, I don't know. So that starting from there, I applied for medicine. Not because of him. I applied medicine and I got. So that is like just by the way, but mainly being a medical student, and it's like, okay, me and my guys, if you guys know them, Fred, Abdul Qadir, Mohammed, Abdurrahman, people used to say, are you actually a medical student? Because if you guys, the way we move is kind of different, sincerely speaking. People kill themselves I'm not blaming them. Kill yourself if you want to kill. But we used to balance everything. We play games, we play FIFA, we go out, we do this, we do that. But that being a medical student does not mean like you should not have like life outside your. Some people, their life is revolving around book. It's good though. I'm not saying it's not bad, it's not good. But still, me being a medical student, that does not stop me from doing other things. Because I know what I can do. I know my capacity. I might go and do the whole reading for a day. Maybe I'll just get, 20-30% out of what I've read. And still, if I used like half of the day and read and have to like enjoy, I'm still going to get the same percentage. So why not just like live your life a little bit, then go and read your book? Because I've been doing it for a while, and this is how I'm still here now. So being a medical student, it does not mean I'm a book boy or I don't know. It's still the same. I'm still the same me. Because people used to think like I know book averagely. But still, like I have a friend in Mellab. I saw him reading something. And from what I saw, I don't know that thing. But he just looked at me and be like, Omo, you guys know this one already now. I was like, yeah, sure. Because like, they think you being a medical student, you are one kind of, alien. I don't know. So I don't know. There's this stereotype to medical students, which I don't know if it can be true to some. To me, I'm not that person. I used to mix everything up. So yeah, calling me a medical student, I'm just a medical student, but I'm still a human too. Well, I think that's what I would say.
Yeah, that's because there are so many instances where like people will be like, you guys are medical students, that you guys all you know is book, all you do is book. Like to the point itself that when like me as I got admission and stuff, there are people that I'd meet or like I'd befriend, and like when we now like start getting to know each other more, they'll not be like, which course are you even studying? And I'll be like medicine. They'll not be there like, are you serious? Like because I don't portray or I don't look, because medical students have this type of stereotype that or antisocial. We can't function in society. Like all we know is book, clinic, that's all. But actually, that's not true. I've met a lot of medical students. Like medical students are just the way human beings are in life. They vary. Their variations are crazy. There are some that you meet that all they do is read. Some of them don't even bath. God forgive me for saying. No, for real. Some of them don't even bath. All they do. Yeah, I don't even know the names to mention, but like some of them don't even bath. But me and my guys, we found this kind of like niche where we know how to read enough for us to pass, and we also have fun. Like we like some things we do, I would not advise them, but we know ours. Like there was a particular day that our friend brought over a game, and we played it from like 8 p.m. to like 5 a.m. and we had class by 8. Yeah. I wouldn't advise people to do that, but like, we still have fun, and we still have, because people are like, okay, medical, like, okay, we're students, so let me not talk, we don't have the full experience, but even some doctors that I've met, not every doctor is pompous or they like feel themselves too much because they are doctor, you have to address them as doctor, or like they disregard human life because they've seen a lot of
life and not be how can you read every day of your life and not be pompous?
Like that's why I say I'm still a student. Yes, I've not gone there, but like I've still met a lot of doctors in the clinic.
I'm not saying like it's a normal thing, right?
Yes.
What I'm saying is like, based on what I'm seeing around now and from what you guys are saying now, it's like there are people that read every day, like throughout the day.
Yes.
So how can you do that and not be?
How can you suffer for 6 years and you won't give me my respect of my suffering? Give me that doctor. Call him. No, I know be your mate. I understand. Sure. But at the same time, I've still met a lot of doctors in the clinic that you see someone who's not like a house officer or registrar. I've met consultants that are just like they'll pass you by and like if you don't greet them, they don't even care. And if you greet them, they're like, boss man, how far now? Like a consultant, do you know what it takes to be a consultant? Like that's crazy. But like they're still down to earth. They're still human beings. They'll still greet you if you greet them. They won't lord over you like they are gods. They are like so. Seeing people like that just gives me hope that I can do this medical school and not deviate.
Sure.
So let me give you back to Kiva.
So I have just one question for you guys and Ted in particular. So what are you trying to tell us now is that if you don't have these things balanced, like your fun life and the academic part, you won't be able to achieve it, or you would achieve it regardless, but you'll be losing on the fun side.
Well, yes. Phone part. I think this phone thing is just
No fun. I mean fun, not.
Oh, no phone.
Yeah.
Okay, phone thing. Yeah. Regardless, if you have phone, no phone, you can still pass. But having the phone just like spice off your life. You now looking back. Let's say you have graduated. Like me, I play ball. You have finished the MBBS. You've gotten whatever. Now you look back at your life and be like, oh, had even I did this, did that, I still would have passed. But still, that doesn't change anything. But me now, I won't lie. There are things that my class has done, my guys have done, that I've been with them. Then looking back at it now, be like, I just went to read and didn't follow them to read this thing now. I would have followed and be left out of this thing just because I want to read. And I still followed them and I still passed whatever I want to. You get me? Yeah. So...
It's to go back to what you said, where like you can choose to have fun, you can choose not to have fun. We just choose. We just decide that we can do both. So why can't we do? Some people actually are not capable of doing both. Some people, their assimilation time.
And there are some people that their own is completely fun. There's one legend in our class, Biju.
We rate you, boss man.
We rate you, boss.
There are the serious people, the normal people, the unserious people, and there's Biju. So shout out to my nigga Biju. Farid, we feel you. But like we just feel it's essential to us. It's like a form of relief. Like we've been reading one toxic thing like this. The enter. My guy just come say, how far? Make we go work out or make we go see person. Like we go. We come back and then we feel refreshed, we feel rejuvenated. We look at that thing and we'll not be like, oh, actually, it's not that hard. If I look at it like this, I don't know if you understand, like so many instances where I'll be sitting down on my table or my head will just be like, oh God, like this thing is not entering. And then Ted will just pull up, I'll just pull up, be like, if I go buy something, I'll just be like, okay, now let's just go. Or then we go buy a car from one place. We'll just walk, come back. When we finish everything, everybody goes back to their place. Assimilation becomes easier for me. So that's just my personal experience. Some people, it's not a must. If you don't, no problem. But I just feel like if you can, do it. If you can't, there's no problem.
Thank you very, very much. Yeah, like I really like your answers regarding that. The way you get to express the emphasis regarding being able to have fun and still study at the same time. Though it doesn't work for everybody that way. Yeah. It works for people differently. But when you look back at your life in med school, you'll be like, oh, those areas where I got to channel little energy into fun, I still have them with me, and I can hold on to that for life. So another question is, if you had to describe your life mission in a few sentences, what would it be? Like something you're actually aiming at regarding your academia, your business and everything. Like where are you looking at yourself? Like where are you heading at?
I just want to be a good leader. Like a great person, like someone that whenever his name is being mentioned, at least, definitely your name is bad in some people's book, but at least 90 to 80% will be like, he's a good guy, he's a normal person, he's not, I didn't cheat on this person, I didn't insult this person, get me? So I just want to be a great person, as I said, an idol. So no much negativities here attached to my name. That's just my own. That's why most people will be like, that's the person that say, why am I always smiling with people? I say, to me, I don't even know how to frown. because it has been in my blood. My dad has taught me when he's driving, no matter if it's 10 cars, he will wait for them all to pass. He said there's no need to be harsh to people. So I don't know. I got that from my dad, and I think that's just who I want to be, like him. Because I know, like, I mean, at least when when he's taking us back, let's say from school, if you see the people that are yelling his name on the street, they be saying there's something they say in the house. They say like, "Say governor." That means like till he's going to be a governor. I don't know. People just like him. I don't know. So I want to be like that too. You know, looking at my dad, also my friends, my guys, my brothers, even my kids, inshallah, they should look up to me too. Like the way I look up to my dad or even more. So yeah, I just want to be a great leader and good person and an idol to a lot of people.
Yeah, thank you very much. Like, thank you. I really appreciate that response. Yeah, I feel like you're already an idol for some people already. Because usually in the fashion world, I think I look up to you. Yeah.
You've been mentioning this fashion to guy.
Yeah. No, for real, man. Like, for real, like, no. Let's not go into that because that's not what you're here for. Like, we hear from you. We'll hear more from you. So, another question is, are there specific values and principles? I think you covered that already.
Yeah, we already covered that. Yeah.
So, let's just jump to the next one. So, what do you regard success in your endeavors?
What do we consider success?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
you know, some people feel like, because I remember when we were having a conversation with the co-host then, that was Savant, and he said channeling 1000% into academics is, you know, what he would consider, you know, giving it your all. But then we countered the argument, and we were like, you know, you have to like give some other things in your life your energy to. So you just can't put everything you've got on just academics. You know, there's friend, there's family, you know, there's the part where you gotta have fun, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff like that. So like, where do you get that 1000% from? Like, it's not something very easy. So like, what do you guys regard success?
Well, success, you know, success has in everyone's book. That's what the person sees as his success. Someone wants money as success. Someone wants a family as success. Someone wants a business as success. So to me, it's what you write down that you want to achieve. If you achieve them, it's success to you. But there's a general success that, like, I don't know, ethically or in values, let's say you being definitely, you can't remove the financial part out. Definitely can't just take that out. Being a valued person in a society is also a success because you can be highly respected but not that rich.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But people respect you a lot. That's success because you still get kind of a little bit of, you know, good things for being that highly valuable person. So, and also some people, like now as a student, to him a success is to pass his exams. If he passes his test exam, to him is successful. So yes, now. So to me, success is what you in your book you write out that you want to achieve. If you achieve them, that's success to you.
And then what do you write in your own book?
Well, I don't know, but I don't know. But basically, I won't like what I want from the few things I can list for you guys is I want to have a beautiful wife. Yeah, I want to have the money too. I want to finish this cool, like without any issues. Well, let's just leave it like that. Cause
Yeah. No, thank you very much. Yeah.
What would the issue of success, as you said, people have different things they regard as success. Some people it's only finances, some people it's family, some people it's friends. And, you know, as a student now, you know, passing all my exams, graduating, you know, being a doctor, being an established doctor at that, like when I finish, I would hope to go back into practice and, you know, make something for myself. You know, starting a family, you know, let me first get a girlfriend, I beg. You know, starting a family, having children, you know, being a net positive impact on society, not just like my community, like the world as a whole, like contributing something that will help someone somewhere, even if I'm long gone or not even present on this earth anymore. Like, just being a net positive on the world. And in terms of finance itself, I'm not really looking for some extravagant amount of wealth. It's like, if I just have enough to take care of my needs, my wife's needs, my children's needs, and people around me, maybe like if I can offer to, maybe my neighbor doesn't have some things, I can help him get them, his children, maybe, you know, school fees, stuff like that. Like, I just want to have enough wealth to be able to live comfortably and also help people without it, you know, being too strenuous or Herculean for me to do. So that's just my own definition of success. So like you, Mr. Host, let's hear what your own definition of your success is.
Firstly, I don't think it's ideal to answer the question because I think the question is the thing here we're having here is an interview on.
Yeah, let's just hear an interview. You can still.
Well, to me, I think success is like, is it 5 or 6 things? So the first one is me and my parents, being a good son to my parents, to my grandma too, being a good grandson. So that all of those things fall under one thing.
Family.
So the other one is being a good husband to my wife or my spouse, being a good father to my kids, being a good person to the society.
What?
Another one is being a good Muslim.
What?
So I feel like those things are things that I don't think I can ever get to the top of it. But then if I can always put those things in check and balance, looking back at where I was yesterday and where I am today, just keep pushing like that and just keep, climbing that mountain. I know I can't get to the top, but I know I'll keep trying until the very day I die. So, regardless of whatever my wife would like display or show me, I'll always be the good husband. It doesn't depend on whatever she's got to pull. It's like, it's just me, my own nature. With my kids too, every kids will come with their own character, like their own style, the way they want to see life. But like, I'll always be the good father. I'll always learn from them, learn from myself, learn from other people too, just to train them. The religiously too, like I'll learn from, the clerks, the sheikhs and every one of them, what I can pick one at a time. I'll buy them gently, not too much more than I can chew. We're very gradual. And in the society too, play my own little role. If I can only help people in my room, I will help them. If I can expand it to the whole community, I will. If I can go around the country, I will. If I can become the president one day just to save the country, I will. So it's just like, if I get there, I will. If I don't, like, I'm cool. Yeah, like, I'll just keep pushing until the very day. So I think that's what I just call success. Well, thank you very much. So we should just go back to our guy here. So the last question, before we get into the main questions, is, what do you hope listeners will take away from our conversation here today?
I think people listening will take a lot from what Frederick said, being a good person to your spouse, and Abdulkadir being a good person to your society, and also to your religious part, because we have numerous religions. Be good. And me here, my own is like, just keep what you want, right? You shouldn't like make society hold you down, because Abdul Qadir, as he said, he's looking up to me in the fashion world. Let me just divert a little bit. What I think he likes about me sometimes is I used to wear whatever I want to wear to class, regardless. So sometimes he calls me to his place and be like, yo, should I wear this shirt? He feel like it's too much. I'll be like, these people that you are wearing, these clothes you are wearing, I'm not wearing it for people, you are wearing it for yourself. Basically, what I'm saying is, what you want to do, you should do it if you know it's not going to affect people like in a negative way. You doing anything you want to do, you want to push your business, you want to push your style, you want to start recording videos, you want to start interviewing people, you should just go ahead and do it. All this not going to stop you. You are the one stopping yourself. There's no barrier, there's no barricade. It's your mind, your mindset that's the barricade. So whatever you are going to do that is good, though, you should go ahead and do it. That's what I want to say.
Thank you very much. Not gonna rob people.
Because you want to rob.
Yeah. So we should dive deep into our interview questions now. That was just like an intro about what our guy, is all about.
And I feel like we've like some things have mishmashed and intermixed.
So I think
if at any point we ask a question that like has already been like,
no, I feel like I can actually just keep that on my own here.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just jump into the real questions now. So the first one will be regarding what you're all about. I mean, academically. So the thing is, what sparked your interest in medicine? What made you want to do medicine? You said it's not that man, right? Yeah. So what is it exactly?
Exactly. It's a crazy story, yeah. Do you know till I wrote my JAM WAEC, I went to JAM office. I don't know the course and university to go to. This medicine, I just selected it because I don't know. Okay, I was at the JAM office. I called my mom. I was like, Mommy, what university and what course should I put? To show you that I don't even know what to do. So she's like, just put anything. That anyone I put is okay. School, I don't know school to go. Course, I don't know what course to study. But every child's dream is to study, be a doctor. I'm not going to lie. This medicine, I don't know. I just selected it. Sincerely speaking, I just selected it because I wanted to become a dentist, thinking. So someone told me, you have to be a doctor first before you become a dentist. I was like, oh yeah, now let me be the doctor. So maybe later I'll come and change. It's also after I applied for medicine, they said no, dentistry is like different. I'll be like, I'm already here. Let me just continue. But medicine, I don't know. Sincerely speaking, nothing special about picking it. I'm just here. So yeah.
Thank you very much. So that should even show that like you don't have to be very passionate or like very crazy about something to go for it. Like just go into it, you figure your way around it. Yeah, I think that's what's something we should all learn to. So another question here will be, how do you manage to balance your academic commitments with other aspects of your life? Though you just told us about how you get to have fun and still do well academically. And you don't even have to tell us first so that we know that already. We, your guys here, we know how you perform in class. And you know how you still get to have fun and do other stuff that people would regard extra. So like, tell us how you are able to like balance those things. Do you have like a timetable? What do you do to like get yourself on track?
Well, about timetable, but it doesn't normally work. But basically, I would tell what I used to do. I'm a crash reader, sincerely speaking. So, like, let's say 1 to 2 weeks to test. That's where I like gather all my energy, channel all my energy to a particular course I'm about to write the test on. I'll now clear it because some people can read like before a test. Actually, me, sincerely speaking, I can't. So I have to hear it's 2 weeks to test. Then that's where I start reading. So that's how I like balance the reading part. The other free time, I used to do other things then, like few readings, But like when it comes to channeling full energy to reading, the test has to be close. So that's my way of balancing the reading part and the like normal flexing time or enjoyment time.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That's very good. That's a very good response, by the way. So another one is, outside academics, what are some activities or hobbies you enjoy? I know one already. You mentioned two. Said football and then playing games.
I'm the top scorer in Udumsa, so yeah.
Okay, for those that don't know what Udumsa is, that's like Tasmatitotahiti University Medical Student Association. And I feel like one of our goals here on No One Made Mention of This is to interview the president of Udumsa. And I feel like we'll get there one day, inshallah. So since you already answered that, we should jump to the next question. How do you approach challenges or obstacles in your academic journey? How do you approach challenges or obstacles in your academic journey?
When you say obstacles, I don't know. Give me an example.
No, we are in this school together now. Yeah, like this thing comes like even yeah.
Well, me, I used to live. I don't like to stress myself. I'm a very paranoid person. So how I tackle the obstacles is just I leave things in the hand of God. I pray and I do my best, sincerely speaking, my best. Anything that's going to stress me, I just leave it. Because of the things I've been through already, seeing me, I've passed them already. So any other new obstacle that comes, I don't really stress. I be like, I've passed through a lot, so this one will not be any issue, inshallah. So yeah, that's it. I just leave everything in the hands of God. That's it.
Yeah, yes, this one is the second to the last question. And I like the way you answered this one already. Just do your best and leave the rest. And don't do subpar and call it your best too. Like, put your energy into it. Like, pray to God, give it your all, give it your shot, and get it done.
What's the question again?
Said, how do you? Are there any specific? Sorry. Said, how do you approach challenges or obstacles in your academic journey?
So maybe me, I yes, now you do your best and you do the best to God. I usually attack things head on. So it's like I look at something, maybe like a topic or a course, it's like bulky. If I start sitting down and say, I'll start today or next tomorrow, by this time, it will usually never happen. So I usually just, this thing hardcore, I just start them. I just enter them. I tell you, that's usually how I approach my challenge. Like, and then, like, there are sometimes where you see something, that's why it's called, it's challenging because it challenges you. So sometimes you do your best and then you feel like, if you do pass this one, just that's where like having fun comes into play, or like making time for yourself outside academics. You go do something that you might feel like, you'd have used this time to continue reading, or if you had read, continue reading, you'd have gone further. But like that thing is actually very important because you would not have used that 2 extra hours. Let's say you use 2 hours to go and do something else. You have that 2 extra hours. You might have been there reading 1 page, and you know they enter. You will just depress yourself, because in this life when you're doing something, when you start seeing like small success, it like gives you like motivation to continue. For instance, in dissection, if you are looking for a particular structure and you don't find it, and they say move to the next one, you are depressed. You now move to the next one, you now don't find that one. You'll be depressed, and you just keep skipping, and you're not. But if they say you find a structure, you find it, you discuss about it, you talk about it, it gives you morale to like find the next one. Even if maybe you'd have never done anything different too, but like the fact that you found that one, you'd be like, I can find this one too, and you find it. So that 2 hours that you use maybe to go and play ball, to go and see your friend, to go and gist, to take a walk or something, when you come back, it is challenging, yes, but people don't do it. You go do it. You don't pass through worse things, or probably maybe they're not even that, but you've passed through things that at that time was like, oh my God, I don't know how to do this, and you did it. Like us when we were in 300 level, our first professional exam were like, because we've heard stories, or like they'll bring things from our 200 level and our 300 level, everything was too much, but we run now. This 400 level, we go run now. A host.
Yeah. Inshallah. So another question. So I thought that was going to be the second to last question, but I think I have 2 or 3 more questions here.
Okay.
So another question here would be, are there any specific goals or aspiration you have for your time in school?
I think we already answered that now.
No, like this one is not in life. It's like while you're pursuing your academics, are there any goals you'd like to achieve? Like, is it like be the Undusa president one day, or the president of your? What's the name of that your association again?
Niger State Association.
Well, no, they have like their own this now.
That's a military association.
Then like, is it like NIMA or what?
Non-MS, I think.
Non-MS, okay. So it was like, what's your goal, like regarding being in school?
Yeah, thank you for that question. Actually, yes. The moment you just mentioned being the president, I want like somehow I should find a way to generate revenue for that my Niger State Medical Student Association. Whether, I don't know, during my break, getting to go back to Mina, to find my ways, I don't know, through whoever God sends my way. So we will have maybe, for example, let's say a bus that will keep in like Dandima, the bus stop, that will be generating small income for the association. And if it's big enough that I'm in Udumsa, also, that will not be a bad thing to like find a way of generating revenue for the organization. So that's one of the things I want to achieve in this school.
I think, that's a very brilliant idea. And I think the UNSA president can learn from what you just said now, somehow, yeah.
You better not use your idea.
Yeah, no, because I feel like, all this while, this is just my own opinion. Because usually, we're the students are the one that usually provide the revenue for the UDUMSA. But what if UDUMSA actually have a particular business that they are running in the name of the school? Imagine if the old buses from Dendima to P-Site was owned by UDUMSA and all the income was to their own pocket. Imagine what we'll be achieving with those funds instead of going to politicians and stuff to find money. I think that's a very brilliant idea. Thank you, man. Really appreciate that. So another one is, what do you value the most in your relationships with your fellow students or colleagues?
Yeah, I would like it's respect, because some friendship there's no respect in the friendship. The way you guys are, you respect me a lot. Like you guys, I don't know, there's no disrespect, you know what I mean? Even if some I'm older than some and some are older than me, they will still go like we're on the same line. That's alone. I really like the way we move like that. The way we don't make ourselves look like stupid in public in front of other people, though there is definitely things between friends, but whenever we are out, we never show that to people. There's this strong bond of brotherhood. If you are in a situation, you help. If you are in a situation, you help. There's no segregation, there's no marginalization, regardless of religion, tribe, or whatever. I really like that, though we have a tribalist. We have a mini tribalist, but it's all cruise and fun, There's no, all those, I like the fact that we don't bring things to, push ourselves out of the circle. The moment you're in the circle, you're in the circle. So, yeah, I like that.
It's crazy how it's not even something we did intentionally, but, our circle, as they call it, people... they have their eyes on you, but not that they envy it, but I don't say proud of it. It's like they look at us the way we relate, and they're they feel us they're
There was one guy we were working. The guy just looked at us and be like, I want to join your gang.
yeah, I remember. I was like, gang. Like, but he was like, yes, no. I said, look at you guys just together. And it's like, the moment you see us, like, together, I don't know, there's kind of vibe that people get to now come, like, they want to come to us and be like, greet us and, like, shake us and be like, because I don't know, we just have this energy and vibe that we give off. Like, people just, they just,
yeah, there's a girl that was talking to me about the way I was working before I started to talk to the girl, you know. She was like, she knew Abdulkadir here, our host, Kiva. So she was like, she should have known better. Your friendship with Abdulkadir, the way he walks, so you can also walk like that. So it's like, if my guy does something, they assume I'm already on that level too. If you are a big boy, your friend is a big boy. If you walk like majestically, your friend should walk majestically. That's how they just like share all the things
and it's never in a negative light. They never like look at us and feel like this thing. It's always like they give us like sometimes some things that I'm like, will I even say, not even like they are like overestimating us, but like some things they're like, they think they hold us in high regard, basically. And I feel like it's like the way we do it just like it motivates other people that these guys can do it, because this is how these guys have been since 100 level. We might have seemed unserious then because nobody knew anything then, but like 100, 200, 300, 400, we're still here, still doing the same thing. At least that should speak of something. And it's because we have respect for each other. We might like joke with each other and catch crews internally.
What you said that last time, I was like, and this is the reason why we are friends. Like, no, that's why we stayed friends. Like, I wanted to make my dump, like my November dump, but then I wanted to like write on my notes and like screenshot it, cool. Then I like write like written by said by Frederick Ahmad Akabogo, cool. Then like, you know how it's like it's going to like eat a lot, because that really sounded like a bang in my head. It's like, yeah, like that's why we stay friends, because we've been friends for a while now, and then that's what have been bringing us together repeatedly, feeling so comfortable to talk to each other about stuff. It's like because those bonds we've shared together, those obstacles we've crossed together, and all those kind of things. Yeah, that's it. So okay, the last question. I think we haven't said more. I think I'm going to publish this whole thing at once. Yeah, regardless of the time, I don't care. So, say, what advice would you give to your younger self when you are just starting in school? When you're just starting in school, like, what's something you would still tell yourself to do or not to do, or to increase? You know, let's say like you probably used to play ball in EG1. And it felt like maybe playing too much of ball. You know, just one thing that you think. Should I give you time to think? Or?
No. Let me go first.
Okay.
Advice to my younger self. I would say like I wouldn't really say too much, because like I'm glad like where I am now. So I don't really have too much to tell to my younger self. Although I'll tell my younger self that I should avoid 100 level girls. I should just like stay clear of them. Not stay clear of them, but I should know the way I relate to them, because I came from Mina, I came to Sokoto, and I was just like a fresh young chap, just talking, I was just being myself with girls. I didn't know that girls are actually not the way they seem. So like like I was very pure. I was too pure. Like I wouldn't tell myself not to. I wouldn't tell myself to be impure, but I should just tell myself that like I should know the way I relate to them, because not every person. I've met some good female, like I've met some good females, like good female friends, but not. Shout out to Aisha Baba, but not all of them were like that in 100 level. Oh my god! Like I knew and unknew maybe like 15 to 20 girls, because it was just like it was weird, sure. But like apart from that, academically speaking, not much. Although I would tell myself like I should stick to my reading habits like earlier, because it started like the beginning of my 200 level. For the first 6 months, I was just haphazard. I'd read at home, it wasn't working. I'd go to auditorium, I'd read, it wasn't working. I'd go to our class, after class, I'd sleep after the class so that I'd wake up and read. It wasn't working. It was not a library that I used to go to. It wasn't like, I was just everywhere because I was doing what people were doing. I wasn't doing what I was doing. Even when I was reading at home, I wasn't reading at home because I found it comfortable. I was reading at home because I saw people reading at home. My dad was reading at home. Me and my maker read for house. You understand? But like, at like the 6 month mark, when we had like a few months to our exams.
No, you have to just do what works for you.
Yeah.
Because sometimes this might work for you for a short period of time, and later it probably won't work for you again. Like switch, like no, it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
The reason why you're switching is because of you, not because somebody else is doing it. So when I found out that okay, this isn't working for me because this isn't for me, I started reading at home because I love to read at home, and now I can read both at home and in school because I found myself. So apart from that,
Hybrid.
I don't really have I don't really have any other this thing to say. Ted, do you have?
No, I don't actually. I'm quite okay with living my life from the beginning to the end, up to now rather. So yeah, basically, me what I would say is I should have read more, simply speaking. And yeah, I should have read more. That was it.
Then the advice I wanted to give my younger self, it's not really that valid again because I've met some people. Because when I first came here, the stereotypes and everything. There was one day I came to school, we're under one tree. One guy now plucked a leaf from the tree and started chewing it. And then the people around were now there like, oh, medicine. I was just looking at the guy like, Omo, is that what I'll become? Like, I was afraid. Then I now entered like one class one day, and also one guy was playing music that like I knew. I was like, so there are people like me in this place. And that guy was like in his 400 level. Then I came here, I met one other nigga, like the coolest guy I've ever met in my life, David Serki. The guy listens to music. Shout out to Zigwe.
His induction on Saturday.
Yeah, so I will be there. I will snap that picture. Like the guy listens to music, he listens to rap, he watches anime, you know, like he does all the things that I do at a greater level, and he's still an academic genius because he's meant to be there reading and doing TDB in school. Me and him are just saying about how Royce the 5 times is not better than Eminem as a rapper in his room. And when exams come out, he still goes out, he shows out, and you know, house officer by night. So that's it. Do you have any advice to your younger self?
When I get to interview myself one day, I'll tell you guys about that. But for now, I'm still enjoying myself, man. Yeah, I think that's for the most part. I'm just enjoying it. Okay. Biting everything one at a time. Yeah. Like, I really appreciate you guys for coming around. Especially Tet, you know. And
that's the end?
Yeah, that will be the end.
Wow. That was...
Yeah.
We should do more of this where, like, instead of even being like an interview, we just drop the mic and just be like, three bros.
What?
Three bros, just...
No, like I said earlier, before we even started the podcast, I said we'll be having one particular podcast where we'll just probably won't have a title until after the podcast recording. Yeah. Where we just have all of us, you know,
just
chilling, just talking and having just, you know, we just be very conscious of the time. Maybe like when it gets to like 50, 40 minutes, I'm like, okay, that's enough. Just listen to ourselves talk now.
Yeah, that and
just like
if you guys would like to see that, you know, just give out the feedback.
Yeah, in the comment section, or maybe on Twitter. Via email.
If you know him personally, you can just tell him if you'd be interested.
I keep information. Maybe you guys don't know. I write them down, and one day I'll probably just come and meet you. I'm like, okay, now it's time for me. And I think when people tell me they want to be a guest on the podcast, like come up with ideas on topics, like it really helps, you know. Because most of the time it's just like gifting people stuff now, you know. I need to know you to know what you're like about before I want to like present something to you. So it's like you know yourself better. Or maybe your friends know you better. Have the discussion with your friends. Think about it. Like, what's something you have so much to say about, you know? And there's this saying about, you know, areas where you face the most difficulties are areas where you have the most to give. So, like, just think about it. You have something. So, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you for having us.
And I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for coming. Ted, Fred, I really appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
I really love you guys to subscribe, you know, listen, share, pass around to your friends, you know, tell them about no one made mention of this.
And stay tuned for more episodes coming.
Yeah. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.